Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fire Emblem, Three Houses. There's the burp I was waiting on. Figures. I'm sitting here waiting like 2 minutes on that before I started the recording. Nothing. I'm like, alright, let's start the recording. Immediate.
Huh?
Anyway.
Recording.
Oh, my apologies.
Do you need something?
As per usual, this game was donated by card. And
Him per his request, I'm here, but I'm immediately going BRB because I need to help my friend.
Right.
So I'll be right back.
Right. Yep. As per usual, I always try to follow through with people's requests when they donate a game. So today is the release of Cindered Shadows, apparently, because it's apparently available right here under Side Story. I was originally concerned that we wouldn't be able to handle this because we're already on part 2, but it looks like there might be a chance that we can do it. I do kind of want to wait for Mist to get here before I click the button and start things up. But it did mention when I loaded up the game that there was new DLC in the form of new outfits for the protagonist and things like that. So I'm kind of curious about that. Here's all the cutscenes. Okay. Yeah, it does look like you're able to, because of new game, I guess there's like a new game plus feature, and so you're just able to unlock all of these at some point on a single file.
Wait! Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So because I had to go away. Hi everyone.
The side story contains some spoilers for the main story. Are you sure you want to proceed? I'm sure it's nothing for part 2, considering that it's part 1 content. Side story differs from the main game in the following ways. Growth. Units will level up, but skill levels will not increase. Classes. Units can change class, but cannot gain new certifications. You can gain ore by winning battles and inflicting armor breaks. Be mindful of your weapon durability. There is a finite amount of gold and ore, and only the sword of the creator is repaired when you explore. For each battle, use the shops around Abyss or the battle prep menu to refresh your battalions and forge or repair your weapons. Okay, well, we're going normal, and we're going casual, and we're going female. And yeah, that's real interesting. It's like, it doesn't even see like my current progress, it looks like. Cause I'm having to like input all the stuff. Alright, so network, play online. I mean, I guess I could, cause this is my main file. But, oh well. Cindered Shadows, the fourth house.
The fourth house.
So this is the day of release, so even Mist hasn't had a chance to see any of this either, so...
Indeed.
Was completed. Saint Seros held a sacred ritual to honor the occasion. 4 saints, known as the 4 apostles, were led to a tranquil place to perform the ritual. They poured their holy essences into the chalice of beginnings. A gift from the goddess herself, in hopes of bringing about the second coming. Alas, the rite of rising failed. Bearing the blame for the ritual's failure, the 4 apostles left the monastery, all but vanishing from the land.
I'm betting that's probably
the first sought the lush forest of Adrestia's mountains.
Keyhole, Sethline, Indek,
The
and
second traversed Fernland's fangs, settling on the ocean's salted shores. The third traveled to the mountains, vanishing beneath their lofty peaks. And the fourth faded into shadow, in a town untouched by day's light. lost to history. Nothing but legend now remains of the four apostles. Their offering to the Nabatean chalice and the goddess, who never returned.
Or it's supposed to be like the three houses are based off of those four apostles. And it's just because only three of them are, like, even remembered. That's why there's only three houses.
Please, forgive the disruption, Lady Rhea, but I have that report you asked for.
Do not worry yourself, Eloise. As it happens, I am presently unoccupied. Please, go on.
Ah, great. I'll just... What's that book you've got there?
It is a chronicle covering the 995 years since Garrick Mach Monastery's completion.
Huh? Sounds like a good read.
Maintaining the church's records is one of the duties entrusted to all archbishops, myself included. This one states that Saint Seros ordered the monastery's construction after the end of the War of Heroes.
Yeah, but how much of what is actually written in there is true and how much of it is just what Rhea has made it say?
See. Time aside, we also lost many books in that massive fire 21 years ago.
Indeed. What was once well documented exists now only in this chronicle. Not least of which is the ceremony commemorating the monastery's completion.
Interesting. I'll admit, I know the year it took place, but not a thing beyond that.
That is to be expected, unfortunately. According to this chronicle, the rite of rising was held during the ceremony. The intent was to bring about the goddess's rebirth.
The Rite of Rising, huh? Can't say I've ever heard of that one.
I am not surprised. There should be countless records documenting that important ritual. Alas, today all we have to go on are fragments of forgotten memories and our own imaginations. One thing is clear. Their wish for the goddess's return was most real. Saint Seros held the ritual along with the four apostles, Noah,
Okay.
Timotheus, and Oban.
Noah.
Because it did say it was alongside the four apostles, not the four saints.
Yeah. Well, it said they were four saints that were the four apostles. So I was kind of like, is that like the four saints or is it a separate four? Yeah, no, it is a separate four, as they just said.
I've never heard of the four apostles before. They're different from the four saints, right?
That is correct. Today,
Almost no record exists of them.
exist of the four apostles. Their names live on only in the names of their crests. But the bloodlines bearing those tokens of the past have been lost. Any deeper knowledge of the apostles has all but disappeared from the grand stage of history.
Well, that's interesting. Does that mean they're somewhere backstage?
In a sense, it is possible that their bloodlines have carried on in secret, perhaps materializing where no one thought to look. I had not intended to indulge in such a long-winded lecture. Please, tell me your report, Eloise. It concerns the underground, does it not?
Oh, right. It's as you suspected. Recently, there have been several incidents in the area beneath Garrick Mach.
It's a miracle. I just heard Eloise.
Well, I did turn up the volume a little bit.
Suspicious individual
So,
you spotted went through there?
because I was having trouble,
I will say.
like, I usually am having trouble hearing it just in general. But then, like, I've always just relied on, Nico's playthroughs and things for, like, the audio. But I don't know when or if Nico's going to get to this. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll turn it up a little bit. Especially since I know that you haven't been able to hear it either. So I was hoping that maybe if I turned it up a little bit. Like, I already know that the level it's at picks up on the mic just to begin with. So hopefully it's not too
I
much to
mean,
be
I'm not
disturbing.
hearing a lot. I just hear glimpses now and then.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping that maybe you'd get to hear at least some more, you know? And hopefully it's not too much over the microphone.
This is undoubtedly one of them.
Perhaps so. In any case, there's no telling where it leads. Oh no. Oh, you're right. There's no telling.
It's good to see Dimitri not crazy.
Right.
Smells.
I mean, I don't even have green hair yet, so this is before even the whole, like, Tomas stuff, so...
The risk is too high, your highnesses. I must humbly insist that you wait here, where it's safe and smells
nice.
Meanwhile, Teach and I will track down the bandit-shaped person. If we don't return, do me a favor and call for the knights, will you?
That is quite enough. As though we would allow you to make that call on your own. With so little information, it's far too dangerous.
Well, where are you trying to go, kitty?
Right, Dimitri?
Yes,
I mean,
of course.
having all of them available is one way for
Get away with their crime.
them to get away with the side story, not having you have it.
It's paramount.
Yeah.
Right, well...
It looks like that we're gonna end up having all of them,
If
so...
we all meet a terrible fate. Deal?
Likewise. Well, no
Especially
need to
since
doubt.
we're only getting, what, 4 units down there?
Someone else we should
So,
call for?
Yeah?
this gives us 8 altogether. 4 of us should suffice. We should bring more allies. Should be safe. Perhaps we should alert the knights. 4 of us should
Teach
suffice.
is right. There isn't a moment to lose.
Whoa there. What's all this, Professor?
Oh, are we getting one other from each of the houses too?
At night?
Not choice of 3.
Certainly a rare and unexpected sight,
You have Ash
especially considering the hour.
and Linhart.
Something is about to happen.
Hilda's the only one who makes any amount of sense.
Stop right there,
Because
Linda.
Hilda is
Your
Claude's
good luck
right
is
hand.
our good fortune. You're
Right.
coming with us.
You could stop thinking of ways out of this, Hilda. We could use your help, too.
It is interesting because of the fact that, you know, you would assume that it would be the right hands of all 3. It would be Hubert, Hubert, Hilda, and Dedu, but it's not. It's Ash, Hilda, and Linhart. I guess it does make sense because what they're trying to do is give you the archer, the mage, and the healer, which is what these 3 would be, so...
Happy to help.
Linhart's a healer?
To do it this hour, so we
I think so. I'm thinking Linhart's the Black Eagle's healer, if I remember right.
Now then,
I thought that
let's
was
be on our
Dorothea.
way. Ready, Professor?
No, Dorothea's reason. Like, Dorothea's main focus on Black Eagles is black magic. Linhart is the one that has, like, healing and stuff. Like,
I
naturally.
see.
So...
You don't have a person who focused on reason then. Hilda's focus is axes, I believe.
Tell me again why you're subjecting me to this.
I'm not sure, actually, because I haven't gotten very far in Gold Eagles.
Enough with the yawning ball. If you're really that bored, you could always make a friendly wager.
Here's 2 of our new people.
Well, fun says it is. Last thing I need is another debt I can't pay.
Right, B. As if you could say no to that. How diverting that you should bicker for my amusement. Imagine my overwhelming dread were I stuck here without such joyous entertainment.
Count me out. I'll leave the talking to Yuri Bird and Coco.
Curry Bird.
Back already, huh? Have you detected any movement on the surface?
Well, I looked for the cardinal.
Okay, she's cute with the red hair there.
The thing is, I was spotted by
I like the
some weirdos.
blonde too,
Chased
but
after me and
I don't know, the red-haired girl there is like Gerudo, basically. You know, dark skin, red hair.
Some weirdos, you say. So very helpful. They weren't knights, were they?
I don't know. There were only a few of them, but I bet they were armed to the teeth.
With meager numbers like that, I doubt they intend to take on Abyss.
They probably took you for some kind of villain. They'll lock you up if they catch you.
Alphys.
Finally, a little action. Let's find them first and throw some punches.
Hold, Balthus. 'Tis ignorance itself to rush headfirst into trouble.
You're excited to fight too.
Happy.
You've been waiting for a chance to try out your shiny new magic.
Surface laws don't apply down here. That gives us the freedom to have some fun with them. They're probably not knights, but our new friends definitely work for the church.
You had best not leave me behind.
Alright.
It seems this place is more than a simple passageway. There's clear evidence of human habitation.
People living under Garreg Mach? Oh, my brother used to tell me stories like that back in his academy days.
Ah, so Holst attended the academy as well then?
Of course. Back then, there were tons of rumors about what goes on below Garreg Mach. Something about tons of houses beneath the town, all inhabited by super shady people. They had a real intimidating too.
The Abyss.
What was it again?
What, Blake?
I think it was called Abyss?
That's 2 points for the pink-haired gal. Welcome to Abyss, strangers.
Identify yourself. That uniform.
Welcome, curious students of the Officers' Academy. What brings such fine, upstanding surface dwellers to our humble abode?
Creeping around the monastery.
Our business here does not concern you. Do you intend to let us pass?
Such indulgence simply cannot be permitted. Your words may fool the fool, but I cannot be so easily deceived. I, Constance von Nouvelle, shall divine your true intentions.
Oh, you two.
You are here by order of the church, which cruelly plots to eliminate the inhabitants of Abyss.
I think the church wants to eliminate
What?
you. Think we're here to harm you?
Did she say Nouvelle?
I don't care what the reason for this brawl is. The fight's on the menu, and I'm ready to feast. Let's get right to it, yeah?
By the look of them, I'd wager they're experienced combatants. I'm not certain this is a wise endeavor.
I was thinking the very same thing. Time to make a strategic retreat then? Turning back already? Oh, but you'll make me so sad. Now, why would you want to do that? Everyone here is starved for amusement. They've been waiting for a good fight. Wow, look at that. The flawless of a surprise attack. These aren't your run-of-the-mill thugs.
False example of surprise attack.
To be
I love
impressed with
that.
the enemy. We must find a way through at once.
Wait. Claude, is it? Is in the brand new heir of House Regan?
Charlie.
Who, me? Nah, wrong guy. Claude's a common name in Fodlan. It's just too dashing for new moms to pass up. It's even a popular choice for fake names. Just a good, solid, all-purpose moniker, you know?
Right, except there's only one Claude enrolled at the academy this year. Looks like that's you.
How do you even know that?
Ah, you just gave yourself away, pal. Looks like my luck's finally taking a turn for the good.
Yeah.
Alright, so your choices are as follows. Line up for the beating of a lifetime, or let us lock you up like the good boys and girls you undoubtedly are.
I have no clue what this guy's going on about, but it looks like a fight's in order. And it's pretty much all my fault. There's a saying from the
Oh,
East
dear.
about fighting a flicker with a flame. Seems applicable right about now.
Finally, let's do this already. Prepare to face the almighty king of grappling.
Why can't I shake the feeling that I know that wild man?
Alright. And Cinder Shadows has its own set of save files.
So it
Kinda makes
seems.
sense. Kind of wondered if it might, just because it's not, like, part of the main story either, so... It is opened via the side story option in the menu. Skirmish Abyss, Cindered Shadows, Chapter 1, the 4th house. Let guidance system review the game's tutorials. Yeah, I don't need to. Alright, so what do we got going on here? Just these 4 guys? Nope, a bunch of other guys.
I see why Ash was given.
Yeah, there's Hoppy, there's Yuri, there's a lot of other guys actually. But here is Balthus with Vajra Mushti. Mysterious relic with the crest of Chevalier. Crest bearer can use Eviscerate. Ah, that sounds painful. The War Monk. King of Grappling. Grants strength and defense +6 when HP is below 50%. Whoops. I just did... There we go. Here's Hoppy, who has nothing special of her own immediately. Got a Valkyrie. Knight excels in the art of black magic. Can move again after combat. Level 24, Monstrous Appeal. Makes all attacks effective against monsters and makes it easier for monsters to target unit. Alright. Then we've got Yuri over here, who has the Fetters of Drami. Lost Relic, Crest of Aubin. Increases movement, allows you to move again, and may have damage. Interesting. Trickster, a sword user who can use some magic. Tricksters toys with their foes by employing quick movement, requires thief certification. Honorable Spirit, if unit is not near an ally, grants attack +3 when in combat with a foe 1 space away. Oh, here he is. Or she is, Constance. However you pronounce that one. Advanced Ice Magic. Dark Flyer rides an ebony Pegasus into battle and wields magic effortlessly. Can move again after attacking. Circadian Beat grants strength and magic +3 when indoors and defense and resistance +3 when outdoors. Interesting.
Interesting. Very interesting.
There's literally holes in the floor, so that's interesting. And you can like even see down through the hole into like the area below. And I guess that's it. It's just those guys. This is definitely not the same map as we were in last time when we came down here. So that's neato. Sword of the Creator. So everybody's level 20. Well, yeah, I guess Claude would have been our regular arrow person too. We've got Claude as a sniper, Elgard as a fortress knight.
Ash is here to open doors,
Bishop, that's true. A warrior. And then...
So, Adel's your tank, then Claude and Dimitri for mobility.
Yeah.
Hilda for damage. Ash for doors. And Linhardt to keep everyone topped up. And you as well, because you've got your white magic.
Yeah, it looks like it gave me some of my white magic, which is nice. Do you have the Crest of Flames? So this is after I learned of that, which is, I mean, everybody's level 20, so I guess it's not a surprise. It is weird that I'm level 20, but I don't have the green hair, but oh well. I mean, I don't really know of any other way I would organize my units anyway.
People anyhow. It doesn't seem right to cross blades without knowing at least that much.
Wow.
Indeed, Dimitri.
Answer the man's question, B.
Why me? Fine. We're the Ashen Wolves. We're the secret 4th house in Abyss. The surface world turned its back on us, and we did the same in return. Back for a back, as they say.
So they're gonna have the crests of the 4 apostles.
Still, we must focus on the battle ahead.
Seems like it'll be tough to fight here. It's kind of dark. Looks like a great place to nap, though.
Linhardt, please.
That's typical Linhardt,
The
actually.
locks on those gates look really complicated. There must be another way through.
Switch. Okay.
Who, me?
Open the lever.
Nothing's happening. What are we doing wrong? I think the better question is, what aren't you doing wrong? Only we can operate that.
Interesting. Let's see. So
Ash can probably open some of the gates.
yeah,
I'll give it my all.
probably. No? At least you can't open this one. Locked gate that cannot be opened with a key. Maybe Ash isn't here for unlocking stuff. In that case.
Interesting.
I kind of gotta think a bit because, yeah, there's... Oh, hi! I didn't even see you guys down there. Let's go take on you then first.
I must stay focused.
Defense tiles. Edelgard there for some defense. Dead-eyed this guy. Nice job. So I suppose I do need to be watchful of my durability. As I was saying before.
Careful. There is an archer.
Oh, I see that, yeah. Okay, I see that. This is actually the better option.
Never underestimate an outsider.
It does kind of tell me though what the game expects from you know, the characters to be. Because I'm assuming that the classes that put me in here are what it assumes are the like best classes for each of these characters to take, kind of thing.
I won't hold back, so you better not either. He's packed with years of pent-up resentment.
I suspect Hilda might have some unique conversation with Balthus here.
Get wrecked.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
See, vulnerate. Yeesh. Times 4 though. Let's see. Fortunately, I don't think I can get her over there to do anything with him. So if there is, that might be somebody else's playthrough that you'll have to look
I mean,
at.
if you don't attack him this round.
Yeah, if I don't attack, Hilda could get up there, but there's still every chance he's gonna attack Edelgard, and then Edelgard might knock him
No,
out.
he's aiming for Linhardt.
Oh, well that might be even worse then.
You might want to get Linhardt out of there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think here. Attack with you, you can move again after.
Over already.
Level 21! Feels weird to be level 20. Because we're like so much higher level. Okay. Wow! That aggro. Alright, well, whatever, I guess. let's see. Because, I mean, the thing is that he's going to go after, like, he's probably going to go after Linhardt regardless of what I do. It also kind of depends on, like, where moving is going to open up to. Yeah, I'm going to have to move way the heck back in order to get anything there. I'll guard up here, I guess. Well, it can come around. Okay, they're not archers. Guess I'll be fine. Problem, yeah, the real problem is that, like, I'm gonna have to move way the heck back here in order to even think about avoiding this guy. Well, we'll step onto a defense tile. Maybe that'll help. Nope. Well, I mean...
Well, Linhardt lived.
Well, yeah, but that was because of Miracle. Is the only reason.
Well, it'll give Hilda a chance to attack Balthus.
Yeah.
And then...
I can't shake the feeling that I know you from somewhere.
I was right.
I'm drunk. Either way, you wouldn't want to hurt a helpless girl like me. Maybe you should let us off the hook.
Anything for a pretty lady. Why don't we talk it out over a hot meal? Your treat? Actually, stretch that. Something tells me I'd best stay away from this one.
You lost to me?
There we go.
You've got guts. I'll give you that much.
Alright. I can get Linhardt up here. Do have a concoction, so I can use that. And then Serene can't use magic in her current class.
Oh, well, brilliant.
Yep. I was debating the idea of just having her heal, but that's not gonna happen. Wait, where did these guys go? Oh, that's right, they died. I remember that. I remember that I aggroed them, and I was like...
Come to think of it, there's an easier way to handle this.
Oh, hi.
What was that? It couldn't have been a summoning spell.
Well then, giant crawler.
Well, okay then.
That's one way to just throw something new at me. So I'm glad I used that concoction then, because I would not have been able to heal him this round. Ow. And had I known this thing was gonna pop up, I wouldn't have just leapt into the fray like that with this guy. Assembly does hit both of those, so... Bang! Oh, I pulled him towards me, that's great.
Use caution.
And then Assault Troop. Gambit boost.
Time is now.
Bam!
Yay.
Agarthium. Okay. Not the slightest clue what Agarthium is, but...
I'm realizing some of the spoilers may perhaps have been for part 2/other routes.
Aha. Well, I'm sure it's nothing too major.
Well, it has given me 2 so far because of what I've spoiled myself on.
Aha.
Of course, the 2 words, well, one of them you didn't even acknowledge, and the other one, well, Agarthium.
Agarthium.
I'll say no more.
Iron Lance. Neat. He dead. Mitri getting all the levels though. Go ahead and put you right up there so you can just block everything. Same with you. I need to physic on you though, because you're low on health. Low-ish, I should say. Oh, hi! You can attack through there. Good.
She does have magic.
Yeah. I didn't realize she was a mage. Which, come to think of it, I should have realized, considering that I looked at her and it's like, she's so class that can use magic. It's like, yeah, I should have known that she used magic, but not at all.
Doing my part.
I did not pay attention to that, apparently. Received a door key. Alright.
Is it too late for me to back out of this fight? I don't want to hurt anyone. But in this case, I guess there's no avoiding it.
Ow.
No choice but to.
She hurts. This is why we're playing on casual. Nice job there, Ash. Like, I can't even say I get the, like, I was gonna say I get the appeal of Classic, but I can't even say that because I don't get the appeal of Classic. Like, if you're playing Classic and you restart because you lose somebody, why not just play casual? That's just all that I've like thought on that matter. Is like I just don't get that. Like, I don't have a problem with people playing, you know, casual, you know, classic or whatnot. It's just like
it's
I'm
for
watching,
the difficulty.
Well, the difficulty itself doesn't change. It's just you lose your unit at the end of the fight if you don't have
Victory is mine.
casual. You know, if you're playing on classic. So, I guess there is kind of an added difficulty in that, you know,
when you're playing on classic, you don't have a cushion.
Right.
You have to strategize.
Right.
Well, admittedly, you do have to strategize on casual. It is exactly that. Casual.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry quite as much.
I suppose. I don't know, it still just feels weird to me. I'm gonna play on a file where my units can die permanently. Oh, my unit died, I'm just gonna restart the freaking whole fight because of that. And that's... I mean, again, you know, for people who like to do that, you know, I'm not saying anything against it. I'm just confused by the idea, you know. So it really is just the idea of, oh, if I lose a unit, I just restart the fight. It's like, why then play on, like, if you're actually allowing the permadeath to happen, that I understand. Like, immediately, I understand. But if you restart because you lost a unit, that's where I get the confusion of why not just play casual. Because you're basically playing casual. You're just having to strategize a little bit more to not permanently lose a unit. Also, like, this game is freaking ridiculously hard. Like, this is... Like, I've been playing this... Yeah, I've been playing Fire Emblem Three Houses for a bit here, and, like, I am getting absolutely destroyed in this fight here. I don't even know what they expect you to do here. In this fight here, without basically getting freaking rocked. I mean, look at this! First off, these guys are 4 levels higher than me. Which on its own is just like, what the crap? You know? But then, like, holy crap, they're just dealing enough damage to basically destroy me. One shot every turn. Like, how would you even play this on freaking Classic? I don't even know. Again, I'm not saying anything against people who play on Classic. I just... Maybe I'm just too much of a baby when it comes to games. You know? I don't... I like difficulty. I mean, freaking watch my Linkle of the Wild streams. If you want to see, you know... just how I've been, like, enjoying difficulty. Okay? I see that. Like, seriously, watch my Linkle of the Wild streams and you'll see, like, yeah, no, I literally have a mod installed for Linkle of the Wild that makes the game harder. But, like, even so... Like, there is a point where it's just like, how is this? Again, I'm playing this on freaking normal difficulty or whatever. I can't... They're already... You know, these guys are 2 levels higher, but these guys are 4. Like, normal difficulty has always been basically the same level, and they're all freaking 4 levels higher than me. Already on normal. I don't even want to think about how, like, impossible this would be on any higher difficulty. I say this, but then this is also why I don't play on maddening difficulty, because I would not even know how to even begin to survive even the first fight on maddening difficulty. So...
Not good.
Oh, you're like dead there, Ash. You were the one I was gonna heal. There we go. Didn't realize he was like basically dead there. Okay. Linhart can get here. So you heal Ash.
Much appreciated.
There we go.
I'll give it my all.
And then up here and attack her. Crit.
The fight continues.
There we go.
I'm starting to...
This is boring. Help me out.
Alright. That takes care of that. Fortunately, Ash is going to get attacked next, and I don't have any way of doing anything to help him out with that, so he's basically dead. There he goes.
Maybe.
I mean, we all saw my fight in the freaking mock battle for the first freaking, you know, fight of the game, and
You fought well.
so it's just like, yeah, no, like, yes, this is my first Fire Emblem game, so yes, maybe that's why I'm, like, terrible at this game, but also, like, I'm just terrible at this game. I'm just terrible at everything. So, like, me being bad at this game is no surprise. And so, yeah, no, I'm okay with just, you know, I'm okay with, you know, babying myself through these games if, you know, it means that I actually get to enjoy them. So, again, not saying that there's anything wrong with it, just because of the fact that, like, oh sure, I baby myself through these games, and I enjoy that, but yeah, I know some people don't enjoy that, you know? So there's absolutely nothing wrong with enjoying difficulty. It's just, like, I have a personal issue with games being too difficult. So, I like my games to be challenging. And the fact that I've lost almost everybody already makes this a little bit more than just challenging. At the moment. We'll see how it progresses. Seems like DLC and stuff like that always seems to be much harder than the regular base game, though.
Underestimate the denizens of Abyss, and it won't end well for
Hello,
you.
Constance.
Tremble in fear at my magical might.
Miss. Tremble in fear of my magical might. Miss. This is like, wow. Your magical might was so powerful.
Sorry, did I hurt you?
It gets wrecked in the first shot. That was funny.
Yeah, I'm definitely tougher.
That was definitely funny.
Not that I'm defeated so much as that I'm temporarily grounded.
Sure. Whatever makes you happy. Also, Edelgard was supposed to be my tank, and she just got wrecked. Just saying. I feel like there's something to be said about the fact that tank classes... Oh, okay, I can't... I see that. Like, tank classes in Fire Emblem Three Houses do not seem to be as tanky as they think they're supposed to be. Or at least not in this game, because... being the tank means that you should be able to take all the damage, and... Oop, and her battalion ran away. Okay. Like, okay, maybe this is just from other video games, but all other video games I've ever played, the tank not only handles the, like, physical, but is also usually really good with even the magical. And this game seems to do the exact opposite. You're the tank, which means that you can take physical. That's it. One blast from magic, you're dead. And I can't say I have a problem with that. It's just like, okay, but aren't they supposed to... Really, Hilda? Like, aren't they supposed to be the tank, though? I don't know. Again, personal opinions here on these things, so... I think I'm dead.
What have we here? Some lost kids stumbling around in the dark? Stay a while, won't you? Shame indeed not to have a bit of fun with each other while we've got the chance, you know?
There goes Hilda. I still got 4 guys. And they're all... Yeah, there goes Claude. Linhardt survived.
That he did.
At the moment. He still survived, but barely.
Why isn't he using Nosferatu?
He's not on Nosferatu because I switched him to fire for 1 attack. That's why.
Put him back to Nosferatu. It'll heal himself.
Perhaps I should.
Yeah.
Also
I need
have
to-
him attack Yuki.
have him attack Yuri up there.
Or Yuri, yeah. Cause magic.
That's not gonna do any damage.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yuri must have good resistance then.
19 or 14, 15.
14,
yeah.
15, yeah.
14, 15. See, that's a tank. That's a tank. It's freaking...
Okay, just have Linhardt attack someone else with Nosferatu then.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what to do exactly because I actually can't get him into a position where he can attack anything with Nosferatu without getting wrecked back. And I can't kill Yuri. And if I can't kill Yuri this round, I don't think I'm gonna survive. I got all of these guys gonna attack me too. Guess I can kill one of these guys. Or nope. Never mind. I think I'm screwed. Like, I legitimately think I'm screwed. Because I'm gonna get assaulted by all four of these guys. Linhardt is dead. And I'm probably dead too. I might kill one of these. If all three of these guys hit me, I'm dead. And I cannot take out Yuri at all. No, I have nothing that can take him out. I could use Ruptured Heaven and knock him down to a whole 1 hit point. Still doesn't help me any. Seriously, this is... Again, it comes to the whole issue that I had earlier with... There is no such thing as an AoE in this game. Like... This is the same problem I was having with that fight, that paralogue with Anna. There is no such thing as an AoE in this game. And that is really troublesome.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Goodbye, Linhardt. Then my battalion ran away. And I'm dead. Okay. I had an ability that let me attack before him. I'm still dead. Because this mage is getting, like, I have to either heal or attack. If I can kill the mage, good. But then freaking Yuri's gonna kill me. And I get 2 attacks here. It takes 2 attacks to kill this guy. Yeah, no, it takes 2 attacks to kill that guy. Which means that I'm only gonna get 1 attack, and then he's gonna kill me right there. Alright, hang on. I cannot do this with what I have there. I'm gonna...
Who are you people anyhow?
I'm just gonna have to go back and start over because there's no hope from any point in there that I can do that.
Seems like.
Alright. So this time we know to not send Hilda to the lever.
Yeah, we do know that much at least. That'll help us. And I debated the idea of Divine Pulsing away from that.
Move Adel. Move Adel to the furthest most defense tile. Not there? Yes.
I can kill these guys.
Now move.
I had no problem with these guys.
Okay. Move Hilda to the defense tile that's behind Adel.
Who, me?
And I can have Claude finish this guy like I did last time. No, because now Dimitri's in that square.
Yeah, you put Dimitri in the... You didn't move Dimitri.
Yeah, I didn't move Dimitri properly. At least they give you Divine Pulse to go back, but...
You never had a chance.
It's also very, very limiting at the same time. Just because, like... I freaking... freaking did that wrong. Again! I have 7 charges.
I'll cut through.
Now I'm just getting frustrated. First freaking battle of this DLC, and I'm completely destroyed.
Now move to me. Yeah.
I could have sworn I killed this guy one shot last time. Well, whatever. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just thought I did. Alright. Hilda does not need to go after the thing, so let's do that. Linhardt is going to get attacked if I even move him, because freaking A. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I don't like this game, because I freaking love this game. This game is amazing. There's just a lot of problems. There you go. The lack of any form of AoE is seriously an issue. I know there's AoE battalions. You know, but that doesn't count, because usually I'm putting an AoE battalion on a wizard, and then they have to be up close to even do anything. Because, all of your battalions go on, the square directly in front of you. Okay, that did no damage that time. Must be because I'm on that stupid tile. But, I'm never gonna send my wizard into close range combat. That's never gonna happen. Which, of course, makes their freaking battalion useless.
Never underestimate an outsider.
You know? In every RPG, there's always some manner of freaking... who's in the way of that? Okay, you. There's always some manner of wizards or something like that have some kind of AoE that they're able to blast from range. This game has nothing of any sort of AoE that is really ranged. It's all battalions, which means you have to get close range, which is a huge problem. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with that. That is a huge problem for me. And is this a joke? And then freaking the random stats.
As expected.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be down on this game and complain, because I really do super enjoy this game. It's just I feel like there's just some game mechanics that haven't aged well, maybe. But then again, I'm the person that thinks that Ocarina of Time is one of the least good Zelda games out there. That it did not age well and things like that. And I know that there's 4 people in the world that agree with me on that. I totally understand. Literally 4 people in the world agree with me on that. Literally every other person in the entire world freaking disagrees. But there's just some things that just are not as good as people think they are. At least not to me. And freaking not... Okay, I get that she's wearing heavy armor and that's why she's slower, but does she need to be this much slower? She's the tank and she can't freaking move into tank position. That's a problem. Also, according to Nico, people the characters that take these defense. No, that was supposed to be Edelgard. What the frick is? Okay, there she is. Oh my god! Yeah, look at this. So you can move to right here. That's freaking 3 squares. Meanwhile, Ash can come down here. That's. It's if I want her to tank, I have to keep everybody behind. Okay, well that apparently just triggers that right away. kind of figured that I had to be closer than that, but I guess that's actually okay. It of course means that now freaking Edelgard is not tanking like I've been positioning her to be, but whatever. We'll get this to work. Just bring Dimitri down here. And I guess it's not moving, so I guess that's okay. If it's not... I mean, it probably is going to move. It's just not in combat range, so... yeah, that's better. Alright, guys, let's do this again. I can't do this again, because the freaking thing is... No, I can do this again. They've got enough range. Salt troop.
I'll BRB a second.
Okie dokie. It's not like you haven't seen this section anyway. And assembly, gambit boost.
No time like the present.
Do battalion animations have to be so long? I think I'm just aggravated right now. Like, I'm just annoyed at this point. I'm complaining about nothing because I'm just annoyed at this point. I'm annoyed that in order to do this fight, I actually had to completely restart. And I would not be this annoyed at this personally. It's just because I'm also recording this. It feels like I've just wasted an entire freaking episode because we're at an hour already. And freaking Edelgard still can't freaking move. I've never seen a tank class that can't move. That's so obnoxious. I get that it's a staple of Fire Emblem. I get that that's just the way it's always been in Fire Emblem. But it's freaking obnoxious. Oh my god, I can't even get over there. You know what? I'm just gonna freaking do that. Move Hilda up here. And I'm just gonna freaking end of turn. Maybe I need to play this game on classic in order to understand how this game should actually play. There's apparently something about the fact that you can lose your units that just makes you better at this game or something.
Over already.
Probably the fact that it requires you to strategize. I'm gonna be straight up honest when I say this. I know Mist isn't here, I'm talking to you guys. I'm gonna be straight up honest. I've never actually beaten an RTS game of any kind before in my life. I've played several. Oh my gosh, that's right. She can freaking attack from a million miles away. Like, I've played several RTS games. Thank you, Claude. I've never beaten any of them. Not without cheats. I shouldn't say I've never beaten any of them, because I have. Just not without cheat codes. And I know what people are going to immediately say. They can be like, well, this isn't an RTS game. Oh my god. I can't get Edelgard over here. She's going to freaking die. Freaking Hoppy over here is going to just one-shot her. It's a stupid hole here. I can't get over there. Alright, you know what? Who has resistance? Somebody's got to have some level of resistance here. Oh look, Linhardt. There's nobody immediately over there. Let's draw her aggro by putting Ash and Linhardt up here. Yep, okay. And then maybe... Actually, this is going to be a waste of moving back, but...
I'll give it my all.
Can he attack her with, like, Deadeye or something?
Is it too late for me to back out of this fight? But in this case, I guess there's no avoiding it.
There we go. And she'll attack him. because he's there at the edge.
I will prevail.
Edelgard still can't move. Nobody can move. Hopefully Ash can take out Hoppy. There we go.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Freaking... Maybe the trick is just the fact that since Edelgard has no movement, just nobody freaking moves. Except for Edelgard.
Move carefully.
Okay, yeah, yep, you can't do anything. That's fine. And heal so that I can create some space for the other units. Maybe the trick to this is literally just Edelgard is the only... Oh, God! There's another freaking mage over there, though. I forgot about the stupid freaking...
Oh no!
And now Claude's gonna end up dead because of this stupid guy here. Now that I've seen that.
I'll cut through.
I'm sure that I'm just complaining because I'm just aggravated because I had to start this whole thing entirely over again, but...
Stay focused.
Again, part of my aggravation is just the fact that I'm doing a Let's Play
Should I have held back?
and we're at an hour and 6 minutes, which, like, that entire first set of battle was basically like a freaking hour long, and I had to start entirely over again, and that does not make me feel good, wasting everybody's time on that.
I wish I could actually help.
Yeah, I mean, there's just not much you can do. It's a thing I've been, like I said, a thing I've noticed about DLC nowadays is that it seems like, oh, we've got this game, you know, we did good. Now let's take that game and just make it impossible. Like freaking Master Mode on Breath of the Wild is the stupidest thing that ever was added to Breath of the Wild because it's physically impossible. Like, it just is. I really don't know how you're supposed to play that because they throw a freaking blue bokoblin at you as your first enemy. You can't beat a blue bokoblin when you have nothing. Like, and freaking with Master Mode, they don't just like make a few enemies harder or things like that. Like, every red enemy is now blue. So like, you have to be strong to be able to even start playing that game. And it's like, oh, it's not like you actually, you know, start with anything better or anything. You still start with nothing. And freaking... Don't even get me started on the Trial of the Sword DLC. I don't know, there just seems to be this idea that, oh, we're adding DLC. It has to be, like, hard. Because reasons. And so then they just, like, amp the difficulty up by, like, 5 times. And I'm fine, I get that. People enjoy that, you know? But I don't. You know? And I play games to have fun. And I get that some people have fun. But I don't. It's a personal problem. I completely understand. You know, I'm not belligerent. That's not, I don't even know if that's the right word, but, you know, I'm not, you know, putting anybody down or anything because they like hard stuff. You like hard stuff? By all means, go right ahead. I'll go back to playing my baby games or something. As Vine Sauce always says. Actually, it's his chat that always says that. Vinny, why you play baby game? Should play adult game. Play shoot game. I love Vine Sauce. Vinny is freaking amazing. Vinny always makes me laugh. Alright, they're gonna come after Hilda, and that should be fine. Ash can get around here now. You can get up here. Does anybody need a heal? Yes, Claude does.
Thanks for that.
I don't know if it's physic worthy, but of course, you know, that's just all there is to it. Can't reach them. So, I wish there could be some level of ranged spell that's not, like ranged healing that's not ridiculous, but then some level of healing spell that's not, or like, you know, massive healing spell that's not close range. I get that that's like the whole idea, but it's just kind of annoying. Again, I know, I'm probably just complaining because I'm annoyed, but these are minor things that I really don't feel diminish the gameplay heavily. They're just things that I'm annoyed at right now. And why did you do that? That was just a controller being stupid. Oh my god. These issues I'm having right now are the controller. Just freaking doing things I'm not telling it to do. Alright. We're here. We have all of our units.
Underestimate the denizens of Abyss, and it won't end well for you. Tremble in fear at my magical might.
Ow. Okay, she actually is strong. How about that? Just go ahead and get rid of her. No, can't do that. Heal first. And then I guess that is sort of like another thing is like... Ow, okay. That works too. Like... If I want to heal, I have to get in close range, which is really annoying. Unless I want to throw out something like Physic or something, and then I only get like 4 uses of that, and... Again, these are minor, stupid complaints. I'm probably just stupid for complaining about them, but... Some Fire Emblem fanatic is going to be like, Serene, you're an idiot! These aren't even things that are worth complaining about. I'm just like, yeah, I know, whatever. I get it. I'm freaking stupid here, but whatever. Kill the stupid mage.
That's the golden deer for you.
Alright, Elgard, come up here, because, you know, try to do your job as a tank, even though I know that that's not a thing, because freaking mages can still freaking kill the crap out of you with no issue. There's no such thing as a tank in these games. Alright, come up and heal. I guess the other thing that I don't like is just the severe limit on, like, your abilities. Especially when, like, I don't get a choice if I attack twice. Like, when they counter and things like that. And so it's like, I end up attacking twice with, like, Thunder or something that has low durability. And then I lose all my freaking durability. And then I'm freaking screwed over, you know? No damage. No damage. At least I've taken out all the stupid mages, so I should be able to actually handle this the rest of the way. The mages and these stupid freaking fist users that get 4 attacks that are my problem.
I must steel myself.
I love that you get 4 attacks when it's in my favor, but when it's not in my favor, it's like, okay, this is not beneficial. Claude. I keep forgetting that you have bow. I'm not used to using Claude. I'm also wasting my durability by using freaking skills. And like, I kind of feel a little aggravated that the game immediately comes out and is just like, by the way, you'll want to be very careful with your stuff because you have no way to repair or buy or anything. I'm just like, really?
What have we here? Some lost kids stumbling around in the dark? Stay a while, won't you? Shame indeed not to have a bit of fun with each other while we've got the chance, you know?
It's like, I don't know how limited... Oh my god. Of course. Of course! Like, I don't know how limited that is, and like, if that means that me using skills is a terrible thing, and thus I'm... Like, if I'm screwing myself over already, like this early into the game, because I'm doing skills? I don't know.
It's not luck, it's fate. Thanks.
Just don't put limits on things. That's the gist of what I'm saying. Don't put needless limits on stuff. It doesn't benefit anybody. What the? He has some kind of guard ability? Are you freaking... Oh, the stupid feathers. Freaking half the damage. Then, like, I don't know if I'm wasting durability using my regular sword instead of the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator apparently does repair itself in this.
Maybe I got a bit...
I don't know. I don't know what the right idea here is for any of this. Freaking... That was not 15 turns. That was like 100 turns. I know. It's not counting the freaking...
It's safe to say we've won this round, don't you think?
You know, Divine Pulse that I did all the way to the beginning of the freaking thing, but...
The name's Balthus. I don't lose often, but I can at least recognize what it looks like.
Balthus. Balthus? From House Albrecht? Baldy, is that you? Oh, you look, old.
Old?
Do we know each other, pal? Wait a minute. That hair, those eyes, that voice. Hilda! I don't believe it. Oh, little sis.
At least we finally got through it. That was like freaking Anna's Paralog difficulty level.
I don't believe it. Little Hilda herself.
And that wasn't even because I was under-leveled like I was in freaking Hilda's, Anna's Paralog. Because I didn't have a choice at what level I was in this case.
Baldy, this isn't the time to catch up.
At least with that, like, that was my fault for going into a level 21 battle with level 19 units and a level freaking 11. This, though, it's like a freaking level 24 battle and I'm stuck with level 20 units. I want to see how it looks on hard if they add 3 levels to every freaking unit. I guess I'll find out when I watch Nico's playthrough of this.
Look, sorry, okay? Just don't tell Holst. If he knew I raised a hand against you, he'd have my head.
Like he'd stop at your head. Fine, though. Just this once, and just for you, I'll keep quiet.
Now that that's sorted, what did you mean about it being lucky that you found me?
Oh, that. One of the guys I owe gold to is Count Gloucester.
Oh, really?
He said something about forgiving my debt if I could dig up some dirt on you. Figured this was my shot.
Ah, so it was purely selfish. But then was a fight really necessary?
Really was. Best way to acquaint yourself with someone is to get into a tussle with them. That's common sense right there.
Hello, Blake.
That makes sense. That doesn't sound right.
That's the correct response for a reasonable person. We're not all as far gone as Both's here.
Who was it? There's another game I was playing where somebody said that. It's like, if you want to get to know somebody, you fight them.
Say what you will.
I was like, what? I don't remember what that was from, though.
Nothing to do with the church's
It wasn't Fire Emblem, but it was in either another game or something, I'm thinking. Maybe it was Fire Emblem. No, I don't think it was.
At any moment.
I don't remember. God, now it's gonna bug me that I don't remember. Who would attack you?
Someone's targeting Abyss. Mercenaries keep sniffing around and causing trouble here. They won't let up.
It's a real problem, and we have no clues pulling the strings. There are
It's
many
Anna.
in the church who would love to see this
She was the one that sent me on this quest to begin with.
When you first showed up, we thought you were here to do just that.
No, that was actually my house leader that sent me on this. The house leader sent me to Anna.
So that's why
Darn
you
it,
came at
that
us
joke
with
failed
that
then.
Kill the Outsiders Act.
As Yuribird said, we're sorry. We're all pretty on edge these days.
Indeed. That someone would descend to Abyss out of pure curiosity was far too outlandish to consider.
What is the purpose of Abyss?
No idea. These tunnels have been around for ages. They could be older than the monastery for all we know.
None remain who know the complete truth. However, I shall tell you all that we know for certain. Abyss is home to those who shun the light of day. It is the secret shadow of Garrick Mock, if you will.
The church quietly tolerates us. They think they need a place like this for Garrick Mock to thrive.
The deal is simple. Abyssians never get involved with the surface, and the surface never gets involved with us.
Alas, for some foul reason, surface dwellers have been after us of late. Further oppressing those souls who can only find solace beneath the ground? I cannot abide it. Though it pains me to admit, we too harbor valid reasons for not venturing into the light. That is why, by the grace of our esteemed patron, we have been granted sanctuary here in Abyss.
I see. Balti, does that mean you've got a reason for being here too?
Afraid so, Hilda. I'm here because there are more bounties on my head than there is hair. Needed to lay low. Real low.
But, Balti, that's awful.
Enough with the niceties. Let's get these surface dwellers out of here.
Nonsense! Intolerable nonsense! Why ever would we let slip this chance to acquire their aid?
Need our help?
Like we said, recently this place is being targeted by mercenaries. Myself excluded, a lot of the folks who live here can't defend themselves. They're here to avoid conflict. The elderly, the infirm, orphans, lost souls, merchants who were chewed up and spit out by the nobility, the works.
It rests upon us to protect those who cannot protect themselves, and to safeguard our home. To that noble end, I must insist that you lend us your strength.
I feel for your cause, truly. However, I cannot help but wonder why you would trust us so readily. We aren't from the surface, after all.
Trust is a choice. We're choosing to trust you. For now. It's clear you're not here by command of the church. And you're not just a bunch of noble twerps either. You can hold your own. It's in the way you fight, how you carry yourselves. Still, I'm reluctant to get you involved with this madness. It's our problem, not yours.
It's too late now. We already told them everything. Let's at least give them a chance to decide for themselves.
Most true. Wander about Abyss for a time, and I am certain you will come to the only correct conclusion.
Right, what she said. Take a look, think some thoughts. Consider yourselves our special guests.
God. All right. Part 2. What lies
Cindered
beneath.
shadows. What lies beneath?
And Now we're probably getting into the ability to explore Abyss, which we'll
Indeed.
do next episode if there's no more cutscenes, but I'm just waiting on the loading screen at the moment. I assume at this point it's going to go to the menu and it's going to be like, oh yeah, you can choose what to do from here. I should hear what residents have to say. Okay, just straight up throwing me into the export. That's fine. I can do a quick save and end it there. But yeah, I apologize for how terrible that battle went there, and that I wasted like a bunch of time there, but apparently this game just wants to throw me into a level 24 encounter but only give me level 20 units, so that's problematic in my opinion. But anyway, I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. Check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. That way you can get caught up on any of the episodes you might have missed. Especially since these episodes might be going up out of order. Because I'm probably going to upload these ones, instead of the ones that would normally go up. Just to kind of try to get that DLC views, fresh DLC views. Hey, at least I'm honest. Anyway, with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Have a good day, everyone.
See you later.